If you're not preparing your family to be able to survive a good 3 to 6 months with what you have at home on hand, what are you doing? This is the best time for us to start maintaining our canned goods stash, our dry goods stash, our seasonings, all of that stuff, our water, because not
Got
like
ours
it's going
over
to be an
here.
apocalypse or nothing like that. No, it's just going to be hard times ahead. And the fact that the mainstream media is not even reporting on this is so crazy to me. Our gas prices are being subsidized. There's only so much that this government can subsidize before the reality comes to the forefront. And this is including diesel. Farmers don't even have what they need to put the seeds in the ground for upcoming crops. So them canned veggies and all that, yeah, we need to be accumulating that now while they're still affordable. Prices are going to rise substantially, and they're going to do it fast. I say within the next 30 to 60 days, yeah, we're going to really be feeling it.
Yeah, by this summer, which starts in June. If you're expecting the media to tell you what to do, when to do it, prepare. If you're dependent on them, you are sadly mistaken. They're not going to tell you these things. They don't work for the people. They work for those that are behind all of this. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Their payroll comes from the same people that are the cause of what's happening. Instead of waiting on the media to tell you, you should be preparing based on what the scriptures tell you. You've been had the blueprint. It hasn't changed.
Here is my emergency preparation in case of a cyber attack, power outage, or natural disaster. Here are 10 gallons of water that I can store in my closet, garage, or take with me on the road in case I need to evacuate. Then I have my emergency food, which is stored in these buckets. These are nice to have because everything comes ready. All you need is hot water. This here I made myself. This is a 20-pound bag of rice in a Mylar bag with oxygen absorbers. Then you got some of these individual items like scrambled eggs, black bean burger mix. These are complete meals ready to go. And you can't forget your fruits and veggies. You'll need hot water in order to cook most of the food here, so that's why I have this camping stove with these cylinder propane tanks. Flashlights and a headlamp. Then I got a power bank and a solar generator. Emergency radios. Books are important because if your phone has no service and you don't have any stored documents there, you're going to need to figure out how to do things. So the Survival Medicine Handbook can help you with first aid and most importantly, the Bible. Walkie-talkies in case you're on the road and need to communicate with your family members. Everyone should have these, a stash of candles. Extra batteries, duct tape, emergency food ration bars, emergency water packages, and a water filtration system. Emergency thermal blankets, wipes to use the restroom. So you want to make sure to cover all your basics: food, water, shelter, lighting, communications, and be prepared because you never know what can happen at any moment.
Start off slow. Gather the most important things first: food, water. You can start with a small first aid kit or get little here, little there. Eventually, you'll have something that looks like this right here. Every paycheck, buy something. He's taking it serious. So should you.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? So, this is a time of urgency, y'all. I was sent the dream last night, right? It's time to prepare, y'all. It's time to prepare because we about to get out of here, and also this world is about to go into great tribulation, y'all. So I had this dream where I was going into this grocery store, and I was in the grocery store with a whole bunch of other people that was in the truth, and I knew that in my spirit in the dream. I knew it, and everybody was getting fences. Like we all had like little fences that are in our hands. I picked up a fence, and I seen everybody else with like fences, and I heard a voice say, "Prepare." That was the Most High Yahuwah telling me to prepare, and also he was telling me that to warn y'all as well to prepare. For you ones that's in the truth, the ones that's been fighting, the ones that's been following the laws and commandments, the elect, we need to prepare. I'm not speaking to the ones that's still of the word because y'all not listening anyway. We've been trying to warn y'all for years now.
Years.
I'm talking to the ones that really love the Most High with all their heart and all their soul. It's time to prepare. And that dream meant to prepare spiritually and physically. It meant to prepare spiritually and physically, y'all. Especially even physically, make sure, you have all the means to get around, and things like that, because you never know what'll happen, physically, all types, just whatever the Father put on your spirit, to get prepared spiritually. Ask him, talk to him. He'll talk back to you, especially if you love him with all your heart and all your soul. He will talk back to you. But get prepared spiritually. Make sure y'all getting in those scriptures every single day. Every single day. Make sure you're in the scriptures every single day. This is how you stay in the spirit. This is how you continue to hear from the Father. You have to stay in your scriptures. That's our only weapon, y'all. That's our only weapon. That word, that Bible is our only weapon in this walk right now. And we really need his word right now, because his word is coming off the pages right now. So we got to know what's going on. We got to stay in those scriptures, y'all. Yeah, man. We about to go into tribulation, so y'all, hey, time to get prepared. This ain't no time to be playing no games.
Optima. That's right. All praise to the Most High. I agree. We are about to go into tribulation. You could feel it. You could see it. Yes, those scriptures are coming off the pages into real life more than ever before. Yes, indeed.
I would say the following. First of all, if you need medication of any kind, you better go out and buy all the medicines you can get, because in a few months they won't be available, because the petroleum industry has a big role to play in the production of pharmaceuticals. So that's my first piece of advice. And secondly, start thinking in terms of storing food and any other items that you think you may need, because as this war continues, and it's going to continue, the impact that I talked about earlier is going to be felt here. There is no evidence that anybody in Tehran is going to pop up on the phone, call President Trump and say, oh, we're so sorry, we surrender, we'll do whatever the Israelis want us to do, because that's really what it's all about. Now, we have other interests. We think we're harming China. I don't know what the Chinese will do, but I think the Chinese over the next few weeks, they're going to surprise everybody by what they may be willing to do. I don't know if the Chinese will fly some aircraft into the airspace over Iran and essentially tell us, look, we've had enough, stop, or we'll go to war. Maybe the Russians will do something similar. Who knows? There are any number of things that they could do to signal, that's it, we've had it. But in the meantime, I think you just need to prepare for the worst here. And once the stock market figures out, or the investors, the people in New York that run the financial system, who are largely part of the problem for us, they're going to say, oh my God, and you're going to watch the stock market tank, and you're going to watch the cost of a barrel of oil go up to 200 and potentially all the way to 3. And all of that is going to bring everything inside the United States to a screeching halt.
Yep.
Now, right now, President Trump is betting, based upon what he's hearing from General Kane and others, that with enough explosives, we can win this thing. And what's the win for us? The win is Iran cries uncle. We're surrendering. You can have what you want. We've taken all that we can. We'll do what the Israelis say. I just don't see that happening, Dan.
I've been telling people for the last year that hard times are coming, and it looks like hard times are here, y'all. So here's a couple of things that I've stocked up on in the last year. Most importantly, water. This is not all my water. This is about 2 Sam's Club cases of water, and I've got 2 more Costco cases of water in the car, and I'm going to get more water. You need about 1 gallon per person per day. So stock up on your water. Up there, we not only have pasta, we have simple extendable dry food. Now look, do I normally make my cornbread and stuff from scratch? Absolutely. But this is 40 ounces and it costs less than $4. You do the math. You can turn this into a bunch of different things. You could extend this into a bunch of different things. Again, $4. I have multiples, cause duh. Another thing I've stocked up on, sauces, juices, oils. Anything that might be hard to get later, I'm stocking up. We got seasonings down there. We got juice up here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Get you a deep freezer. If you live somewhere like an apartment, you don't have a ton of space, you can get a small one, but you would be surprised what you can fit in this thing. Frozen vegetables, Italian sausage, whole chickens. I also have a whole turkey down there, but I'm not picking that up. Also, having a deep freezer allows you to keep your regular freezer for stuff that's a little easier to grab, like ice cream or maybe frozen pizzas. But what do? I do things like this. These are bones. As I cook throughout the month, I collect the bones, freeze them, and at the end of the month, turn them into a super rich bone broth. It's got collagen. It's got everything you need. It's got all that stuff that they're selling back to us. But also, that means I don't have to buy what? Broth. I know what's in it because I made it. This last one's a bit of a bonus, but it's really important to me. I made sure to grab the herbs and things to grow that I use both in my cooking and in my practices. I have a giant bucket of peppermint. I have, sage, and I know that it's sourced ethically because I grew it. I've got oregano, parsley, thyme, rosemary, lavender. Look at this basil. I have these things, and with nothing but a balcony, I can grow my own. And one last one for the road. If you have a hobby, stock up on your hobby supplies. So as for me, my hobbies are limitless, but I restructure clothes, I make things, I create. My hobbies are actually useful. So it's not a waste of money to indulge in candle making, because you know what comes in really, really handy when things go sideways? Candles. Find an inexpensive way to do it. You'd be surprised what you can find at the Dollar Tree or recrafting stores. But if your hobby is something that can potentially help you in your circumstances for the future, fund your hobby. Stock up while it's cheap. Or if not cheap, stock up while you can.
The new wealth won't be money. It'll be resources. It'll be food. It'll be water. The things that will be scarce. If you have them, you'll be the new 1% because people aren't prepared. They don't know. They're living day by day, not concerned, not even thinking twice that something might be wrong or that things may transpire for the worse. They're being deceived by the media, by the president saying everything's all right. The country's doing great. The country is falling. Babylon is falling. We need to be prepared for when it does. And also for the exodus to go, to flee, to get out of her. That's what we need to be focused on. Preparing while we're here and for our exit.